Hey guys, Jeff from Enoch Paintball here. Just wanted to do a quick A1 unboxing because it's a little bit different than the LCD. And I want to first say thank you to all the users out there who are really enjoying getting their boards and getting them installed. All the good questions. We've found a couple little minor issues so far, and I appreciate you guys working with me on those to get those resolved. Obviously, things seem to be going well, so I couldn't be happier. So here we go. Here's the A1. Pop open the two side clips, pop open the two front clips, open it up. First thing you're going to see is two empty cases. This is for the OLED display and the Bluetooth Low Energy or BLE module. Those come pre-installed on the board. There's the Bluetooth, the OLED's on the other side. So I gave you spare cases just in case you ever need to remove them, or you don't want to ride with the Bluetooth in your board all the time, or for some reason you want to take the display out. You could always pop them in these cases, but I wanted to give them to you, so there you go. Here's the board itself. Comes in an anti-static bag, again with a little desiccant packet, silica packet to absorb moisture. And here's the board. Okay. Backside has the OLED display with a little protective screen. You can leave that on or you can take that off. This side has the micro switch, the Bluetooth module, obviously your NOID connector, a 3-pin eye connector, or your standard 2-ribbon angel eye connectors. These have a piece of plastic covering them for safety. You can just peel that off. There's one on top of the dip switches also for the tourney lock. The outside button is the tourney lock. The inside button isn't used at the moment. The outside one is for the tourney lock. Okay. This has the same power switch that the Angel has, except you'll notice it's a full switch. You don't need that little snap-on piece. That was a custom-made piece that I really didn't want to replicate. So we found a way to do it with a full switch. Okay. It comes with mounting screws installed. Unless you have a really good reason, for lack of a better term, use these screws, okay? They're the right length. On the back they have O-ring spacers on them. Those need to stay on when you install the board. Okay, when we drop this board in, and bring over and installed one of my prototypes. Okay, when you drop this board in, what that old plastic piece used to do is bring the switch up into the switch well properly. Well, because we're not using that, we're using a one-piece unit, we have to align this up. So I needed to raise the board up a little bit. That's what those O-rings do. So when you install, the O-rings need to stay between the frame and the board. Okay? So that's why they came pre-installed. Got the right ones, right screws. Okay? So just drop it right into your frame and install with the O-rings in place. Okay? Have had a couple users report that in tight grips, it's putting some pressure against the OLED display and is shorting out on the back of the micro switch. Okay, which is causing it to go into programming mode or full auto. We don't want that. Okay, so we're going to remove the OLED module by just wiggling it and coming straight up as easy as you can, nice and gentle. Notice I didn't grab it by the ribbon, I grabbed it by the sides. There's your module. All you want to do, put a piece of foam double-sided tape or a piece of electrical tape or something like that across the back of this module. Okay? Cover that up, or put a piece of tape across these 3 pins. These are really only the top 2 pins. Those are your trigger switch pins. Okay? They're just a little too tall. So just put a little piece of tape over them, piece of cardstock, double-sided tape, whatever. Then you're going to line these 4 pins back up with the top of the connector right there. And it should go in nice and easy. If it's not going in easy, excuse me, if it's not going in easy, you don't have it lined up right. Okay? That's it. The reason we use these undermount connectors is because the fit on these frames was super tight. And you can see right there, that's where that pin is hitting that back of that board. So just a little bit of tape or the index card, anything in there really will do that. Any boards I ship from now on, I'll take care of that. but I missed it on the way out. I appreciate you guys working with me to take care of it. Okay, so that's your A1 board. Try not to drop it like I did. Okay, here's your battery connector. Should just drop right in. Remember, just like all A1 boards, every A1 board from the factory, except maybe I think the Angel Force boards, you have to take the frame, at least loosen it, to be able to get the trigger to clear to get that in, to get the board in. So you just loosen up your frame, move your trigger out of the way, drop it into the frame. Right? So you move the trigger out of the way to drop it in the frame, and you're good to go. Okay? Noid connector, 3-pin wired eye connector. Doc Strangelove will sell you angel eyes with the 3-pin connector on it. You just have to ask him for it. And then your ribbon eye connectors if you want to use your stock eyes, or if you have an existing pair of Doc's eyes or factory eyes with the ribbon connectors. Okay, and you're good to go. The way you know it is installed properly and spaced properly is this switch should move real nice and easy, real free. If it's binding up on the bottom, you crank down too hard on the screws and compress those O-rings too much, and it's not positioned right. So just ease up until it's just sitting perfectly right in that switch well. Okay? Enjoy.